Our friends at Parker and Scott General Store have invited us to come for their 4th year anniversary party this Saturday, August 1st, and we are so excited to be working with them. They have asked us to create for them a strawberry lemonade flavored ice cream. You might be thinking to yourself, I don't see a lot of citrus fruit featured in ice creams, and you would be correct because generally speaking, the high pH level in the acid of your citrus fruit is going to react poorly with your milk. So if you can see here, I've got my lemon, and if I squeeze some of that into my milk, and give it a stir. Pretty soon, if you can see it very well, it'll start curdling. So you can see it on the side of the glass. That's the curdling process. So you might have done this in your own kitchen on purpose to create buttermilk out of regular milk if you don't have some for a recipe. In order to counteract that, I had to develop a recipe that would not curdle the milk while still getting that nice lemony flavor. Lemons have multiple parts to them that can be used in our recipes. There's the outside part, that's the peel. That you might see used in a zest. You just take a microplaner and shave off just that yellow layer. You don't want to get into the rind, but if you get just that nice, beautiful yellow zest, it smells very lemony. It gives you that nice lemon flavor as well, and that's that outer layer. The middle layer there is the rind, and then the inner layer is the flesh itself, which we get the juice from. So you saw what happened if I use the juice in the milk or for the ice cream. So we want to avoid using the juice as it is. I did experiment with making kind of a simple syrup from the juice, so really increasing the sugar level of that juice, but it was still giving me a little bit of a curdling effect. So I decided to stay clear of the juice part of the lemon for this recipe. Instead, I focused on this outer layer, the peel, for that zest. And then also this middle layer, that white layer. And the rind in a lemon has a very bitter taste to it. So you don't want to just use that part in your ice creams, but it does have a lower pH level. So if I could find a way to use that and utilize it in my ice cream, I could get that lemon flavor without using just the peel and still get some of that flavor. So what I did was I took the rind part, that white part, and I put it in a bowl with some sugar. And I let it sit there in a bowl with some sugar. And I don't know if you can see this very well, but at the bottom you get the very viscous kind of syrup that comes out of that. And because I did not use the juice in these lemons, you can see these are used lemons that I put in here. It really gives that concentrated flavor that is going to allow us to have just the flavor of lemon without the high acid level. I combined the syrup of the rind juice here and some of the zest of the lemon, and I infused that with our strawberry flavor. We use fresh strawberries for our strawberry ice cream. That's a whole other thing, how to use fresh fruit in ice cream, and made us our strawberry lemonade flavor ice cream for our friends at Parker and Scott. The other thing about a citrus ice cream is that you really want that tang as part of it. So I experimented with a few varieties of this, and this is what I do when I make ice creams. I make small batches, I develop the flavor, I get some taste testers, usually these guys, to help out. What we do in order to increase that tang in the ice cream is we use something called citric acid. Will you move out of the background of my video? Our citric acid here, it's just a way to add that purely. The first batch I made had kind of a throwback pinkberry flavor to it that I was actually quite enjoying. That's really it. The other thing to note about making a citrus-based ice cream is that you're going to want to cool down your ingredients as much as possible separately before mixing them together. So again, you remember how quickly this curdled together? That's because not only was there a high pH level in here, that high acidity, but we also had a room temperature lemon with this juice, as well as cold but not freezing cold milk. What we did is we created a base that had our sugar and our strawberry in it separately, along with our zest overnight. We cooked that and then we cooled it rapidly. And then we separately are making this syrup, which we will then cool in the fridge And then we will combine these two elements as we're churning. So generally what I do when I'm making my ice creams is everything goes in together. But with this ice cream, you want to slow the process of that curdling. So by making it cold, you're really slowing down that process. So that's really it. You have your two bases, you mix them together at the end, and you get strawberry lemonade ice cream. And ours looks like this. And we're gonna get some taste testers over here to tell us what they think of it. Kids? Hold on. Okay, Bixby, this is the strawberry lemonade flavor. You wanna give that a try? It's a pretty bite. What do you think?
Good.
What do you like about it?
Tastes like lemonade.
It tastes like lemonade. That's a pretty high praise for this one. He loves lemonade. Although generally you're a chocolate fan. Is this going to steer you away from chocolate, or are you going to stick with chocolate?
Chocolate.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, Winslow, this is the strawberry lemonade flavor.
Ooh.
Big bite. What do you think?
It tastes like strawberry lemonade.
Does it?
Yeah.
And if that were something you liked, maybe you would like this as a flavor.
Yeah.
How does it compare to the strawberry flavor that we sell?
It's like more sour because lemonade and
Yeah,
not too sour though.
that's good. All right, our most, actually probably least sophisticated palate here. Amen, the strawberry lemonade flavor.
Let's see what we got here. It's either sweet or salty. That's all we got.
Those are the two flavors.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I like the sour kick at the end.
So that is our strawberry lemonade flavor. You can find us at Parker and Scott this Saturday, August 1st. We will be there with some of these to give out. We hope to see you there.